kicking my heart around, kick my face on the ground. Never stop bringing me down. Oh, never stop bringing me down. See your face in the light. Was it something I don't like? Sell your ass to the night. Never stop bringing me down. I do this shit to stay alive. I do this shit just to survive. I know it doesn't make it right. I know it's just a waste of time. Never stop bringing me down. I see your face in the light. Oh, I see something I don't like. Sell your ass to the night. Never stop bringing me down. Never stop bringing me down. I do this shit to stay alive. And I do this shit just to survive. Oh, I know it doesn't make it right. And I know it's just a waste of
Now that is so funny.
We tricked you with that one,
You
eh?
tricked me up, and the funny thing is, the last show I did, I played a Def Leppard tribute album, and at the end of one of the songs, I can't remember, Rock of Ages, they did a do 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 like a Led Zeppelin, just a little snippet at the end, and I thought that sounded excellent, and then you guys just did the same thing.
Cool.
So, who thought of that? Or was it the star writer who's...
The star writer.
Well,
Good calling me that.
Well, you are. I can't do this kind of thing, so...
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, I was thinking, well, what's that one remind you of? It's like Cream or something. Like
Yes,
a classic
the Summer of Your
rock
Love or
kind of
whatever.
thing, right? Mm-hmm. And yeah, we were just thinking like, and we screw it up live all the time. We just do a stupid little thing.
A little
like,
sloppy thing at the end.
well,
Yeah,
no, we
that's
do the whole thing, but
Yeah.
then I end it with something else. Like I'll play, Beat It by Michael Jackson or some stupid thing, and it cracks this guy up every time, and he can't get back to the right part, and it makes me laugh.
Yeah, we like to have fun.
It's all about fun.
Yeah, we played the same outro in Midsummer Festival in Smithers this summer, and we screwed it up first time we played it because you have to. There's a part where we do a little cream riff, and then we have 11 hits that sometimes we can't get right, the whole band in the same time, and we screwed it up once, and we all started laughing and like, hey, let's do it again. So we finished the song twice, and we never nailed it, but the audience appreciated it, and we.
Oh yeah, they were having a good
we're
time.
We're laughing, so.
No, that's fun. That's rock and roll instead of a stuffy formulated formula rock.
Yeah.
No, we like to keep it pretty loose.
Yep, and
Always.
you guys don't. We got to keep mentioning though about the big concert September 3rd.
Oh man, it's going to be a blast.
With Fatal Left Swallowed, who they're legends around this town for years, and
love those guys. We played with them many times. They're
many
excellent.
times.
yeah, they're fun. Power punk and paparola. They're different, little bit different genre, but I don't care. I like both. So I love the Ramones as much as I love Motorhead. So it can be done. There's no separation to me. So
Yeah, we don't really separate things out like in terms of like.
Genre
We feel
specific?
very
No.
much brethren with them because they're, it's about attitude. No, not necessarily about being the same genre, but being about the same thing.
About rock and roll.
Yeah, rocking on, rocking out with attitude.
Yeah, those guys play rock and roll. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter what it's disguised as a punk or a what. If you play rock and roll, it's rock and roll.
yep.
And a lot of people these days don't get it because they're disguising some pop schlock as rock and roll.
Or death metal is some sort of rebellion, but really just garbage.
Yeah, on Motorhead, they start every show with "We're Motorhead and we play rock and roll." Like he just says,
Oh,
we
yeah.
play rock and roll. We're not this
That's
type
right.
of metal, this type of metal. We're just rock and roll. So, and there's a great YouTube of Lemmy playing with the Ramones live. It's only 2 minutes long, but he's got his white, pointy, high-heeled shoes on, and he ran out on stage just when the song was starting. But there he is with Joey Ramone doing it might have been R.A.M.O.N.S. R.A.M.O.N.E.S. Ramones! Actually, I can't remember what song was or Pet Cemetery. But anyway, it was kind of neat seeing Lemmy playing with the Ramones
Oh,
live.
right on.
I mean, that's... Actually, when I was in Sweden Rock, I was at a press conference, and I got to ask Lemmy that question. I said, how did you get to talk... How come you got to do that song? Like, how did you get involved with the Ramones kind of thing? He just said he knew Joey since they started out, kind of their careers started, and just became friends and just loved the Ramones, so it was pretty simple. But it just seemed like it was kind of funny having Motorhead and the Ramones on stage at the same time.
Well,
Dream
it's
for
awesome.
me. And Lemmy, it's that same Sweden Rock, joined Twisted Sister on stage for a song, so that was pretty cool.
What'd they play?
I can't remember what song it was now, of course, but that's on YouTube actually too, so you just find out that way. But yeah, who do you like better, both the Twisted Sister or Motorhead? Which has had
Motorhead.
hands
down Motorhead.
Yes.
I like Dee Snider. I like listening to him in interviews talking about how much Whitesnake sucks, which they don't because they're awesome.
I just saw Whitesnake a couple of weeks ago or a month ago. Yeah, I went to another Sweden Rock, and Whitesnake was
Awesome.
great. They were
Oh, they were
excellent.
excellent.
Yeah, they were excellent and heavy. They were heavy.
Did they do Burn?
No, that was the one thing.
Oh,
That was my
man.
one song. Now I'm starting to yell because I'm getting mad. That's the one song I wanted to see was them do live was Burn. 'cause
Oh, that's awesome.
Deep Purple's my ultimate band, and but they didn't do that song. But
Yeah.
it's still heavy, and their new album's really heavy too. Like it's not wimpy, lots of ballads, more rock with Doug Ulrich and
Yeah, a lot of we like a lot of older. I mean, me myself personally, I like a lot of older. Whitesnake it's to me it's heavy metal actually.
It is heavy metal. It's the real heavy metal.
The
yeah.
real heavy metal.
the
yeah.
true rock. That's what I call it, the true rock, the true hard rock, the true heavy metal. Not
For sure. Well,
Whatever.
it's just nowadays the definition's different. Things people call metal is extreme music, and heavy metal, I guess, isn't extreme enough. I think it's pretty extreme. It's heavy. It's balls to the wall. Solos and attitude, tons of attitude.
Yeah, I don't really
Real-
find
yeah.
I'm also a music promoter. I bring a lot of these extreme heavy metal bands. Like a lot of the stuff, I don't find that extreme. Like I mean, maybe I guess it belongs to some sort of extreme genre, but I don't think they're pushing any envelopes. I'm sure at one point the music did, but at this point I'm kind of burnt out on it. Like to me, old Whitesnake is heavy metal. Old Deep Purple is heavy metal. Motorhead. Heavy metal, rock and roll, whatever.
okay. That leads me to these important rock questions. Well, Led Zeppelin versus Deep Purple, who's better? I already know the answer, by the
man.
way. I know the answer, the true answer. But carry on. Or who have you listened to most? If all the airtime you've had on CDs and records and stuff,
Oh,
who have you
Deep Purple.
Deep Purple,
Deep
hands
Purple.
down.
Woohoo! Yay! Most people say Led Zeppelin, and they're
I think
wrong.
Yeah.
Led Zeppelin had better production from the beginning, but they're both heavy metal. They're both the pioneers. Just one's got a organ and John Lord playing it, and that is a win every time.
Yeah, John Lord in your corner. That's just one better.
He's got the new guy in there now, but he's handpicked by John Lord. So that's that's pretty good.
And when I was in Calgary, there was a big outdoor couple of day festival, and there was Pat Travers, Molly Hatchet, and all these guys. But the headliner, the last one on the whole night thing was Deep Purple was the last band, and the one before it was ELO, and I watched ELO for about 5 songs, and I went and sat in my car and listened to Deep Purple for the rest because I couldn't take it because they don't match to me. But there was someone wearing a hat, and I think he was handing out stickers too or something, but it said John Lord is God.
Yeah.
So I'm a big John Lord fan. I like Blackmore as my man, but John Lord is still fantastic. My favorite keyboard player in history is John Lord for sure.
Actually, yeah, John. I'll take. Am I going to see something sinful here? I'll take
John
Lord
Lord
over Blackmore.
For sure, me too.
Whoa.
Blackmore's a good guitar player.
Well, I can cut off people's mics pretty easy here. It's pretty quiet in here now. Got a big problem.
I know you can. I just,
At least you say, at least Deep Purple. That's the main thing.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, how do you feel about Steve Morse on guitar?
That's who was playing live.
He's a good guitar player.
It was like watching Randy. I thought had the impression it was like Randy Rhoads doing Deep Purple. He was still good, but I don't buy any of that Morris era. I've never bought a Morris era CD. When actually I did buy a couple of used ones, but I've always just sort of shelved them.
Of course.
Whereas Burn and In Rock and Machine Head and all those, and this Live in London, which is fantastic CD and that's the Coverdale era. Actually, that's another big question: Deep Purple Mark II with Ian Gillan or Deep Purple Mark III with David Coverdale?
Ooh, they're both winners.
They're both winners. Oh,
That's the major question. I know the Prince of Rockwater said.
Is it Coverdale and Hughes?
Yeah.
Or Coverdale and Glover on bass?
No, Coverdale and Hughes.
Of course. So that's double win. You got to go with that one.
Yeah, I think.
I love. There's more songs that are classic songs with Ian Gillan, but
As a
those
band,
two guys can sing, and
they're
got
singing
real heavy.
Having two animals like that in the band,
Oh,
is
yeah.
amazing.
The two best singers in one band at the same